inspired by a true story, crazy bit of circumstance. I want to ask you both how you got involved with the project. I'll start with you, Keke, as an executive producer. I mean, those are some crazy circumstances when you're presented with a script. So how did you get involved?
I was sent the script, but then I also was sent a letter by Kristen Verlinden along with the script that kind of, pretty much prepared, as you were just saying, for something like this. And really just her saying, hey, give this, this film a read. And the reasons why I think that you are the only person that can play this part. And obviously I was really just like flattered and kind of overcome that she was so familiar with my work and interested in my depth as an actress and wanted to see me take on such a impactful role, especially after I read the script and seeing the way in which that they were dealing with the slave narrative and dealing with how a Black woman was existing in that space was to me a totally different perspective than we've ever saw before or ever seen before, excuse me. And the circumstances that were being brought to the forefront is history that has been brushed under the rug.
Well, for me, I read the script and was like, okay, this is a really well-told story. I didn't know everything about it because, at the beginning of the story, it takes place on a plantation. Then you find this woman in the 70s. And you like, so for me, I was looking forward to meeting with Kristen, the director, because I was like, how did she get to the 70s? Like, was it a transporting thing? Like, how are we going to do this in the film? And she was like, no, it's like, it was the 70s when she was enslaved. This is based on a real person that took place in the 60s where, it was people still enslaved in the state of Texas. And she had told me about an article that her mother had given her, and that's where the idea spawned from. And then she chose to, take it and be creative and bring it to the 70s because that was just a more fruitful time and, kind of even more joyful, what the 70s has, all that cool stuff and the music. And that was another thing that I really loved in meeting Kristen was she started talking to me about music. And I was like, damn, you like that music and this. And I'm a real stickler for like taste. And, for me, I feel like if a director has good taste, then that's half the battle, because they'll tell you when you're doing something that you need to flip it and do something different. So I felt confident in Kristen as a visionary, as a writer. I'd already loved the script. Then when I heard, what she envisioned, and I loved her passion for Keke. She told me exactly what she told Keke. Keke is the only person that could play this role. And I was like, yo, you know what? You're right. And I mean, I started feeling exactly what she was saying and for what reasons. And then as we saw Keke body that joint and the rest is history, it's greatness out there. So, yeah.